Plexi is often used in reference to these Marshall amps. The term, however, doesn't officially refer to any one specific Marshall model. It merely refers to the acrylic plastic or plexiglass material that the company used for the front and back faceplates from 1965 to 1969. From 1969 onwards, Marshall used gold brushed metal instead. Over the years, the phrase Plexi has become most affiliated with the Super Lead, model numbered 1959, an update released in late spring 1967 and evolved through 69. The first Super Lead heads used EL34 power tubes, since again, KT66s were harder to get at the time, and they also used dual solid-state rectifiers and a single 100-watt Drake transformer. No, not that guy. No, he's not born yet. Okay, moving on. A new 5,000 power factor bright cap that, along with the EL34 tubes, gave the Super Lead a more aggressive tone compared to the first 100-watt Marshalls. A few months later, in mid-67, Marshall made some changes to the faceplate and chassis, using the JTM logo of negative text inside of a black flag. Most of the circuitry remained the same, but the steel chassis meant the transformers were placed closer together, creating noise and ghost notes occasionally. Nonetheless, these are still considered desirable amps, largely due to Jimi Hendrix. I've actually played one of these, and it's fun. Though the logos on the faceplate changed from the JTM 45 in 1965 to the black flag in 1967 to the JMP logo in late 67, these are all considered part of the Plexi family. The model hits a zenith, however, with the changes made in 1968, with an additional split cathode preamp for different levels of brightness between channels, a modified tone stack for higher gain, and a new transformer. These JMP 100 Super Leads were louder, more aggressive, and more crisp. They made tight and articulate playing possible with loads of distortion. If there ever was a definitive Plexi tone, this was it. Jimmy Page, Eddie Van Halen, and Eric Johnson all used the 1968 Marshall heads. In just 4 short years, the 100-watt Marshall head went from being a custom dual 50-watt transformer job for Pete Townsend, who wanted a sonic weapon in 1965, to a workable production model with a single 100-watt transformer in 1966, to an industry standard with EL34s and dual rectifiers in 1967, to a redefined legend with a split cathode preamp in 1968. The last true Plexi heads were made in 1969. While the 70s heads had brushed metal gold faceplates, they still used mostly late Plexi era internals. With a bit more preamp filtering, updated transformers, and self-destruction protection going into the next decade, Marshall had hit their stride. Plexis are sick. If you happen to have $12,000, you should probably spend it on a Plexi.